Yo, okay, so it's about to, that's why nimalize Kiswahili yangu ya mwisho, and then I continue now to struggle in the Queen's language, okay? Thank you for keeping it here on #Thursday Vibes. My name is Valentine, or at @Kalamival. Now, since the beginning, we've been with @Stephanie Ayeta. We did tongue twisters. We laughed at people. We celebrated love. We have decided love is, people have decided on our behalf, and we're here for it. Love is a beautiful thing, okay? And money. Jeffrey has said and money. I think after seeing Juma Jukes' wedding, I think money and love are closely related. I'm not quite sure if that is what is happening on the ground, but this is what we are being shown according to social media. Get you a diamond platinum, just wiping tears, just because you spend so much money on your thing. #Thursday Vibes. Now in studio, we have a gentleman called KOJO. I don't think he will allow us to say his government name. He already said no. He'll tell us where KOJO came from, the name, and then we'll continue from there. But I have done a disservice. Yes, you're agreeing with me. You're not supposed to agree with me. Okay, please introduce yourself to the people. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Kenya?
Hi.
My name is KOJO. Like she said, yeah, I'm not gonna tell y'all my government. I hate that. It's a white boy name, and y'all can clearly see I'm not white. So, yeah. But KOJO, like everybody calls me that. I've been called that for a long time, but it's a Ghanaian name from West Africa. I don't know where I'm from, but yeah, in Africa. But I know where I'm from in America.
Where are you from?
Kentucky, the South. I like, to y'all, it's like a person from Nairobi would think I'm like a like a village person to people like in New York, because I'm from like the South, so my accent is like a little different than people from like the North or California or something like that. So like where I'm from, we kind of drag our words a little bit, but like people from New York, they talk a little different. They talk faster usually, and they enunciate a little bit more than we do. But yeah.
So I'll probably get lost a bit.
Yeah, you might. I mean,
flex. We've not even started. I'm gonna need to teach you Swahili because clearly.
I know a little Swahili phrases though.
Like?
I know how to ask for stuff.
Ask me for something.
Unataka maji.
What else?
Nisadia maziwa. Jani sangapi. That's the time, I know.
Okay. My director said, napenda sauti yako.
I don't know.
She said she likes your voice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell your director I said thank you.
Yeah.
Director, thank you.
Jeffrey is a girl. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would hope so.
A beautiful girl. Hey! Okay, let's get into business. So the first video we played, or that was played, was your song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about that. What was going on? What was the setting? What was it? Is it a club banger? Did it have a purpose?
Well, in Kenya, it's not a club banger, but in South Africa, it's a club banger.
You would be surprised. Okay.
Well, no, I shot it in South Africa some years ago. It's called Move Your Body. So, like, you're supposed to be dancing and stuff. But that kind of music, like, I don't know if it's exactly Amapiano, but that's the kind of music that they love in South Africa. So people, like, we made it. People was loving it. I went down there, just like how I'm doing interviews with you right now. I was doing interviews in South Africa for the song and stuff like that. So, yeah, I liked making a song. It was fun because I never made a song like that. So with that type of beat or whatever. So I did it and we had fun. And the other guy who was like in the song with me, he's from Ghana. So, and the dude DJ Gandhi, he was the guy who like made the beat. So that's why you see his name on there too. But yeah, I like making a song. It was fun. And we shot the video in Durban at the beach. So that was fun. So you got to see all the beautiful women like how y'all have her.
Jeffrey, yeah? Pilau time. It's Pilau time. #is Thursday Vibes. Okay, so you said you've been to, how many other countries have you been to?
I've been to, well, total or Africa?
Wow, let's do total.
Like 21. You want me to name them all?
Like
I need my passport for that.
Like 5.
Okay, the UK, Jamaica, not home. Not including Africa, right? Okay. Let's see, France, because it's like an hour away from London. Dang, what's the other two? Oh, Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
What were you doing there?
Well, when I was in Dubai, I was doing some stuff with Floyd Mayweather because my friend is his financial advisor.
The Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, the boxer.
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Yeah,
There's only
yeah.
one.
Okay.
Do you know another one? Because I don't.
Sour. Relax.
I'm just asking.
Continue.
All right, but yeah, he was fighting like some fight like a few years, like 2 years ago. So I was there doing some stuff with my friend, helping him out doing that. So it was fun. It's funny because Floyd is like my size. He's not even that big. So like you see him on TV, I don't know if you think he's big or whatever, but he's not.
It's the angles.
I guess, but yeah, he's not a big dude. He's like almost built just like me. But so yeah, but he's a cool dude, though. But all he's about is money. Obviously, his name is Money Mayweather. So he walks around literally with a duffel bag of money, like $100,000 in the duffel bag, and he be just giving it to people.
Really?
Yep. So that stuff that you be seeing on social media where he's giving people money,
It's real.
He really does that. Like one time he was what was it? He was sparring in a ring. When we was done, the dude who like opened the gym for us, he just gave him like $5,000 for like nothing, just because. And they had already paid for the gym.
Wow.
Yep.
Is that being generous or just strange?
No, it's not strange. I mean,
Do you walk around giving out money?
I'm not Floyd Mayweather, so I'm not walking around giving people 200 shillings. So, I don't have money like Floyd, but I don't walk around doing that. But no, sometimes some rich people are generous, some rich people are not, just like poor people. So.
Wow. Okay. All right. So the second video, when we saw you with DJ Shitty, what was that about?
That's actually a series. Like we're gonna be having more of those. There's that first one was just like a setup to like like with a TV show. You said you got to set up the whatever, but he's trying to. I don't want to give too much away, but he's trying to get me to like he's trying to scam me basically. Yeah, because I'm obviously not from Kenya, so he's trying to tell me he's trying to be my friend. And then the other guy that was there, he's You have to watch the rest of it though. But he's trying to tell me some stuff about Shidi. But they're supposed to be really cool friends, but they're kind of shady because they both be hating on each other. But yeah, like I said, you have to watch the rest on YouTube.
What is your handle on YouTube?
Just KOJO Forever. KOJO, the number 4, EVA. Okay. Yeah, just type that in, KOJO Forever Productions. You'll see it. It's
so
easy.
this particular production with Shitty, is it just gonna be Shitty or Shitty? Shitty. It's supposed to be said Shitty.
When I first said his name, people said it sounded like I was saying like
Shitty.
Yeah, that's actually how I was saying it. But once he told me how to say it, then I said it correctly. Well, at least to me, because I was saying shitty at first.
Yeah, Shitty. So we're gonna expect more of him, or we started with him and then you continue with.
Well, it's a lot of. This is like the first episode, but then there's other people in it, but he's in it more, and so
main character.
He's like a main-ish, secondary, I guess, character in the thing. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
So you're driving the conversation.
Me? Well, he's driving this conversation for this because he's trying to set up some stuff. But then after that, and once he goes, anyways, you got to watch it. I don't want to give away too much.
Hey, sneak peek.
You want me to give you the whole series?
Not the whole
People not gonna want to watch.
Okay, fine, KOJO. Okay, fine.
KOJO. But I just so he's basically just trying to give him some money, basically. So I bet that's funny because that's been my experience traveling though. People always asking for money.
It's the accent, isn't it?
It's not because people do it in America. It ain't the accent.
Really?
Yes. People will be. Because I used to have a TV show in America, so people think that like because they see you on TV, you're gonna be giving them money. You're like, I'm not. I work hard for my money. I ain't about to just give it away. I used to be a stripper. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You should have seen my face.
No, the funny thing is, I used to tell people that so they would like not try to bother me, but sometimes they still be because like I used to have a name and everything. My name used to be Chocolate City.
Chocolate City. Why Chocolate City?
Because I'm chocolate.
Okay. Tell me about your experience as a presenter.
It's funny because when we first started, Miss London and I, we did everything like how y'all have this set up in here. Like we didn't start off in the studio this big. We started off like in a small little place, and it took a long time getting our show on the air. Because in America, I don't know how it is in Kenya, but in America, like if you don't know nobody or whatever, it's hard to get on TV. And like the network that we was on is a big network, CW. So we just had to work hard. So when we first started, once we got on TV, like with a studio and stuff like this, like people saw us, and then they would this one guest, actually there wasn't even a guest. There was some people that saw us and they sent us an email and they was like, oh, why don't you guys why don't y'all do behind the scenes stuff and let us let us be the talent.
Wow.
I promise you, I'm not even lying. And we was like, I ain't even respond to that message because I'm like, so after all this work we did, it took us like 3 years to get on TV. Now just because you see us, you want us to be the background people and y'all be the talent. Like people be saying some crazy stuff.
It's audacity.
And people be sending you messages saying crazy stuff. Like, anyways,
KOJO, you can be walking me into something.
Because some stuff may not be appropriate for TV.
Censor yourself. I know you can do it.
All right. No, it's just, you know how, well, you might, I'm sure you get crazy messages from dudes, but girls be sending crazy messages and like,
Have you ever met someone like through
what?
KOJO, you make me fine. So you know how you get messages from, you used to, I don't know if you still do, but as a TV personality, have you ever found yourself in a situation where it worked out for you? Well.
Yeah, of course.
Why, of course?
Because if you're on TV, people want to talk to a person that's on TV. They want to do stuff with a person on TV. So it makes things a lot easier for you. So whether you're trying to do business, talk to a girl, whatever, it makes it easier for you because people see you on TV. Some girls, I don't know how it is. I'm sure it's the same with dudes talking to a girl. They see a girl on TV, they're like, oh, I want to do stuff with her. It's the same way with a girl seeing a dude on TV. They wouldn't like you if you wasn't on TV because they might be like, oh, he's on TV, yeah, he's handsome. But if you wasn't on TV, then you wouldn't be handsome. So, like, people want to do stuff with a person that's on TV. So it makes things a lot easier for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just leave it at that because I see we're getting into dangerous waters. So 3 years later, you're established, you're on air, and then what happens?
Then we started growing because our show started off in one city in Jacksonville, in Florida. So we started off there. Then our numbers started doing well. So then we started to like branch out because we started off on the CW, like just one of their like I said, the city channel. And then once they started seeing that we started doing well and we was getting artists like, because we started off interviewing artists that were famous in Jacksonville, but then once we started doing better, so when famous artists would come into Jacksonville, then we started like interviewing like famous artists around the world. So then once the network saw that, then they was like, oh, we want to branch y'all out. So they branched us out and we was across the whole US, which is rare for a show like ours and with black people being the producers and the talent. Because in America, I know y'all think like black people are everywhere in America, but we're not. We're a small population in America. Like because we're so good at entertainment and academics and sports.
That's
like,
all we see.
Yeah, we're everywhere. But in America, it's like 330 million people. It's like 20 to 30 million black people in America, and that includes immigrants.
Wow.
Yep, it's not a lot of us, but we just good at everything, so everybody wants to copy off what we do. Now, I'm not talking about black Americans. I mean black people all over the world.
I get you.
People be stealing African people's dances all the time. So it's not just us as black Americans. I mean, black people everywhere, we just talented. Everybody wants to do what we do. We invent everything. We make all the trends. Like everybody likes copying us. And we just like giving it away. I don't know why. We shouldn't though.
I want to agree fully with you, but I also, you're taking me somewhere else. Okay, so you are now traveling, I'm assuming, because the show now you branched out. So what was your wow factor for that? Is there a city or a state you've been in that you've always wanted to be, and then your work took you there?
Nah, because when I was young, I traveled a lot, and then once I like finished college and I traveled around doing music because I played the guitar. So I used to
self-taught.
Yeah. So I used to go around playing because I used to live in New York after I graduated, and then I was like playing the guitar and stuff like that. So once I started doing that, then I went to California, Florida, like everywhere. But then when we were doing the show, we went to Mississippi, and I ain't never been to Mississippi, and I don't know if you know about America. And I mean, I'm from Kentucky, which is the South, which is super racist, but Mississippi and Alabama is like, they on a whole nother level of just like, okay, just real quick little lesson in like segregation in America. We have these things called sundown towns, meaning like once the sun goes down, black people shouldn't be in that town because if we do, we probably gonna end up dead.
Damn.
So, yeah, so
It's an actual thing.
it's an actual thing. And they're not as much anymore, like as they used to be. But with Trump being back in office, they kind of coming back. But anyways, my point is, like we went to Mississippi, it was okay, but we went to a town that used to be a sundown town, and you could kind of like feel the vibes. You could kind of tell like it was that kind of city because the black people was like, where y'all from? They were like, just make sure y'all ain't around such as the.
Wow.
Yeah, you had to warn. They had to warn us because like we ain't know nothing about it. I mean, they just wanted to make sure we was okay, and they knew we was there like shooting and stuff. They just wanted us to be safe, but America is not like people think it is. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Are you feeling a little bit different about the United States of America today?
Me?
Viewer.
Just in general.
I'm asking the viewer. You might feel some type of way. Okay. How do you before we come back to you traveling, how do you react to people in Africa who basically all their lives think the US is the place to be, it's where dreams come true, you know?
That's funny. I just tell them America does a really good job at promoting the good parts of America. They don't promote the bad parts of America. So like when I meet African people, like I just tell the truth. Like I'm not one of those people that's gonna say, oh, America's the greatest country in the world, America's this and that. Like America's not the greatest country in the world. Like everybody's gonna say their country is the greatest, but Americans say it like it's a fact or something, which is not the case. Because like other people might say it and like they're just saying it because they have pride in their country. America's saying it like, no, this is the fact. Like this is a fact. America is the greatest because they say so. Like that's ridiculous. And with African people, I just try to tell them like, if you do go to America, just make sure you try to be as safe as you can, because again, there's more guns in America than there are people, and we have 330 million people. So guns are everywhere, and
easily accessible.
Yeah, okay, you know how y'all have neighbors here? Like we have like, you know Walmart, right? Like you could just go to Walmart and just get a gun, and just buy a gun like you buying potato chips or something.
There's no due process. I don't have to register, wait a couple of days.
I mean, they say you have to wait you probably have to wait like a few hours, but I mean, what is that? For a gun, you have to wait a few hours. First of all, anyways, we get into politics, but I don't think like, I try to tell African people, you should just try your best to stay safe, because first of all, you're black in America, and then you also have an accent that's not American. So you're gonna have two problems because you're black and you from an African country. So it's gonna be difficult for you. And I'll be telling African people who go to America and tell you America's just this wonderful place, they lying to you. Like, it's the truth, they lying. Because they're not telling you that, okay, you in Kenya and you have like so many, because y'all school system, from what I understand, is better than the school system in America, but y'all think it's the other way around. And y'all people are probably smarter than ours too. And, but the thing is, if y'all have a degree from like Kenyatta University or Nairobi University, and you like have masters or a PhD, and then you go to America with it, you got to start college all over. They won't accept it, which is insane.
Wow.
Yeah, but if you from like London or something, they'll accept those degrees. But a black degree from a black country, they're not gonna accept. So you have to start school all over again. So you could go to school with a PhD in whatever, economics or whatever, and you have to be a janitor or work at like Chicken Inn. We don't have Chicken Inn, but I'm just giving you an example. Chicken Inn, and you have to work like 2 and 3 jobs to be successful in America. And then you have to live with people that you don't know, who barely understand you, you barely understand them. And unless you got family there, but your family started off that way. But people that's going to America and telling you they live in this lavish life, that's not the case, because all they're doing is saving their money coming back to Kenya, because the dollar is stronger than the shilling right now. But yeah, they making it seem like it's this wonderful thing, but it ain't. America's, like I said, maybe somebody might have a different perspective than me, but to me, what I'm saying is facts. So, I mean, somebody might want to dispute what I'm saying, but I'll just ask them to show me where it is that I'm saying, what I'm saying that is wrong.
You're ready to, okay, tell me about the famous artists, I was gonna say most famous, but just according to you, the famous artists that you've interviewed, your experiences. This I already know, by the way, please, because we had a conversation prior to this interview, but for the sake of the viewer, how many How big? How famous?
I've interviewed a lot. I don't know the number, but I've interviewed a lot of famous people. But artists specifically, probably I would say maybe Spice or Egyptian. I think Spice may be more famous than Egyptian. I'm not sure.
I hope mnasikiza as you're listening to how he's dropping names very politely. Egyptian. Hey! If Egyptian was to come to Kenya, I don't know. But I'm also very biased. I have grown up with dance hall, so I love that particular genre. Okay, so that we have Spice, we have Egyptian.
Even Mr. Vegas. I was supposed to interview Beanie Man, but his visa got revoked by the government, so we couldn't do it. Dang. So dance artists. But like other TV personalities, we did stuff with like Steve Harvey. We did stuff with Nephew Tommy. Dang, who else? Benzino. Obviously Floyd Mayweather. Dang, I'm trying to think of like the most famous people.
So, okay, this was basically entertainment because I hear a big chunk of your client list was.
No, they're not my client. I wish they were. Anyway, I got you. Though.
Thank you. Why are you making my life difficult? Yes, so a bigger chunk of them are entertainers. So why entertainment? Why didn't you want to do something else?
Me?
Yeah.
It's funny because I went to school for politics. I mean, you probably can tell with the way I'm talking.
I would never have guessed.
The sarcasm.
No, I'm not being. No, I'm genuinely shocked. I'm genuinely
For
shocked. There's no serious bone in your
I'm
body.
sure y'all can tell that I like politics.
I can hear it in you, but there's a difference between an interest and actually going to school for it. So.
Oh no, I went to school for it, but once I graduated and they started grooming me to like do stuff in the community and be into politics. Once I started doing it, I was like, nah, I can't do this because you got to do certain things that I ain't willing to do. Because me, I'm the type of person, like, I'm going to, like, be honest about, like, something. So if I have to go to a neighborhood and I'm like, look, this dude don't really like us. He just wants our vote. So, I mean, but he's better than the other person because the other person wants to destroy us. So that's the kind of stuff that I would say. So they ain't, like, I was like, yeah, I can't do this because I'm probably going to end up freaking dead or something. So this ain't going to work for me. So I grew up when I was growing up, I grew up in church. So we always sung and stuff. So I knew how to keep a key.
I'm also shocked.
I did. Like I know the Bible and all that stuff. I'm just not into it. But but like I know how to like stay on like notes and like keep keys and hear like sounds and stuff. And like I said, I taught myself how to play the guitar. So when I used to go around and sing and play, I used to do that.
Okay.
But I don't know. I just thought doing music was something that I really was a good idea. So, and it was something that I love to do. So, and then once I heard Bob Marley, I was like, man, I love this dude's music, like everything he did. Cause growing up in the church, I don't know how it is here, but growing up in the church in America, like they say like reggae is like the devil music and stuff. So I'm just like,
no.
I don't know. I don't know about the churches y'all have in Kenya, but churches in America are kind of like crazy in a little bit, in a way. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. Just being
should we start telling you about Pastor Nganga? But we just leave it. Yeah,
I heard about that church in Kenya where the people, like 200 people or something, died because they was fat because they wasn't eating.
CV mechomeka Trevor. That's how we burnt our own reputation, guys. Anyway, let's focus. Let's get back to things. Okay, so what came first? Was it the music? And how many tracks do you have? Do you have like an album, EP, or how many do you have of those? And then KOJO Forever Productions, what came first?
KOJO Forever Productions, well, the music came first, but then KOJO Forever Productions came after that. Because the music I used to because I write my own songs and stuff, so like I make the melodies and stuff.
Sing us something.
But I ain't singing without my guitar. I don't sing without my guitar.
Are you shy?
Because I'm not a real singer. I'm not.
That's a very honest thing to say.
But it's the truth. Like, I'm not a real singer at all. Like, if I play with my guitar, then you might be like, oh, that sounds nice. That's because the guitar is helping me out. But if you hear me sing without the guitar, you're going to be like, yeah, you want to stick to talking on TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more, you know Wyclef Jean?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm more like his type of artist. Or Bob Marley, I'm more like them. Because they're not real singers. They just make good music. Like, somebody like Tyrese or Chris Brown, they real singers. Like, even though they good at entertaining too, but like they're real singers. But me, no, I'm not a real singer.
That is very honest. You're correct. You're very honest. Okay, that's
I
very
mean,
refreshing.
it's just true.
Very refreshing. Could be a little bit harmful to health when it doesn't suit, when your truth or the truth doesn't make me feel so good.
I mean, I ain't gonna. I know how to. I'm not gonna be that direct always with another person. Like if a girl asks me if she looks nice, I'm not gonna be like, heck, nah, you look disgusting. I'm gonna be like, oh, I'll be like, oh, you look good, but you might want to do this because to enhance your beauty, you can do this. That's something that I might do.
Okay. Note to self.
To make a girl feel good.
Okay. All right. So music and then.
But you look nice.
Thank you. KOJO Forever Productions.
Well, KOJO Forever Productions. That started with the TV show. So once we started the show, we had to like register and everything. So we came up with the name. Actually, okay, KOJO Forever Productions. The name KOJO Forever started with the band that I used to have when I was in New York, and then everything after that, just everything I did was just always KOJO Forever because I was like, oh, I like that. Actually, I didn't even come up with the name. A guy in the band, he was like, oh, we should call, because we needed the name when we was doing the show. And they was like, what's y'all's name? And I was like, Freak. And I was like, we never really came up with the names. The guy was like, we should call it KOJO Forever. I was like, I like that. Okay. I mean, it's a little vanity, but but yeah, I was like, we can stick with that. So then once I started doing TV and we needed a name, I was like, KOJO Forever Productions. That works. And my co-host, she was like, that works for me. So we started doing that, and everything I do, like production-wise, TV or whatever, I always.
Are you still on TV?
In America? No, I'm not on TV anymore.
Why?
Because I've been here, like, I left America, like, I mean, I still live in America. My passport, my driver's license, all that is still in America. But after 2016, like, before Trump was president the first time, like 2 months before because I knew he was gonna win. It's America. I know how white people are, so I know he was gonna win. So once I saw that he was about to win, I was like, I'm leaving America. I'm going to like a black country where I can be there for a few months, get my mind together, and then come back.
Wow.
Yeah. So then I went to South Africa. That was the first African country I ever been to. And no, I didn't kiss the ground and all of that junk. Because people be asking that question. Like, did you kiss the ground when you get to the mother?
I did not even. Wow.
People be asking that for real.
Okay.
Like, anyways, but yeah, so once I went to South Africa, I never left Africa until like, last year? That's how I visited like 15 African countries, because I went to all up and down the East Coast, then I went to a little of the Central. I never been to the West yet, but I'm gonna go there though. But I didn't feel like, and that's another reason why I'm here right now, because when Trump won again, I left the day before he got inaugurated, because I was like, I'm not about to deal with this crap. Yep. I was like, y'all don't know, because it might be white people watching this, I don't really care, but y'all don't know how white people are. Like, dealing with white people on a daily basis is not a fun experience at all. Like, even the ones that are supposedly nice, it's just not fun dealing with white people. I prefer being around black people because we are genuine and we nice. And plus, I'd rather look at a black woman than a white woman because y'all look way better.
Steph, hey, aesthetically pleasing. Hey.
Exactly.
Okay.
And y'all, I mean, not just that. Black women are y'all just do everything that makes everything good in the world. So it's the truth. And I ain't trying to say this to make y'all feel good. It's just the truth.
How can we import this one? Are there more of you out there? Are they willing to come to
I don't know. Black Americans are kind of ignorant, though.
Really?
It's the truth.
You know you are Black American.
I know I'm a Black American.
just so.
I know I have my ways, but I'm not ignorant when it comes to us, as in black people generally. Like, I don't think nobody's better than us. We better than everybody, please. I ain't trying to hear that.
Okay.
If we understood that, then the world for us would be a lot different. Like, we wouldn't be trying to act like white people are just wonderful, Asian people are just wonderful, please. Like, everybody copies everything that we do. Africa would, okay, let's just think about this. Africa, if Africa didn't want to, they wouldn't have to trade with anybody. You could just trade within Africa and you would be fine.
You're speaking like the president of Burkina Faso right now.
But it's the truth.
Yes.
It's the truth. Like, Africa doesn't need anything from anybody else. Everybody needs stuff from Africa. Like, that's why people always come in here trying to get stuff, steal stuff or whatever, because they need stuff from here, because everything is here. But like, America don't have nothing. The white people didn't destroy everything. Asia, that place, Europe ain't never had nothing. So, I mean, it's just the truth. Look, all right, if you don't believe what I'm saying, Google, look up whatever, everything I'm saying about resources and the world and inventions, all that stuff. These lights and stuff that we look at, these cameras, cell phones, all invented by black people. It's all the truth. If you don't believe me, Google it.
So not everything is made in China.
No. Okay, maybe now it is produced in China, but it wasn't invented in China. That even like stuff like martial arts. People think like martial arts is only Chinese. That junk is invented here.
Wow. Okay. I don't know about you, but I feel really good about my melanin right about now.
Your shit melanin is
Okay.
wonderful.
So what do you do when you're around here, when you're not at home?
You mean when I'm in Kenya or
Yeah.
just Africa period?
We'll start with Kenya.
I just be trying to shoot stuff because like I like producing like content in Black country. So I'm working on a show that I'm working on for like for Netflix and and Amazon and stuff like that. So it's called it's Tunzi. It's a South African Zulu word. It means shadow. So it's gonna be like a spy espionage type show. So I'm working on that because I'm looking to shoot it here in Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Botswana, and Zim. So, but we're gonna start off. The first episode is gonna be here in Kenya and Uganda. But it's like I don't know if you like spy shows, but
I do.
yeah. So it's gonna be like we're gonna be doing stuff like just like typical spy shows, but it's gonna be focused on African countries with Black people being the main characters and producing and stuff like that. So, cause you never really see a spy show that's focused on African country with Black people about Black governments and stuff. So I'm also going to use the technique that America does. So when I'm talking about something that an African country is doing that's bad, I'm going to use a fake name. But when I'm talking about something that an African country is doing that's good, then I'm going to use the real name. So if like, let's just say like in the show, the government's military saves a person, then I would say it's Kenya. Kenya's KDF that saved them. But if it's a country that murdered a bunch of people, then I'm gonna use a fake name because African countries get a lot of bad press already. So I ain't gonna help that by saying, oh, this country did this that was bad or whatever. Because every country does bad things. It ain't just African countries, but the press tries to make it seem like it's extra bad, or they talk about it forever because it's a Black country, because they want to make us look bad. Because we don't run media in the world anyway. So I'm not contributing to helping African countries look bad. So that's why I'm trying to
Clap for you, clap for him, clap for him, everybody. All right, so I see something running over here. I think my team will put it together, as in very movie-like. You have credits and everything. So what's going on here?
Okay, so I produced this commercial. It's for this pharmacy, Shewell. So we made this. We shot it, and then we edited it and everything. So I figured since we're doing it and the client was okay with us making it the way we wanted it to, so I was like, all right, I want to make it look like a movie. Even though it's a commercial and it's only a minute long, I want to make it look like a movie. So when people see it, the quality will look like a movie. The production value and all of that stuff will look like a movie. So I don't know about you, but to me this looks like a movie, like a theater, like we at the movies, like the way it looks, like because even like with the
color grading looks nice.
Yeah, all of that. I that's what I wanted to do, and so every time I shoot something, I try to make it look like that. So because I'm doing a video for this guy here in Kenya, a music video. I don't know, he's an up and coming artist, but his name is Bradley or Brad Spitz, and it's called Never Falling. So we're shooting that. Actually, when we're done, I'm supposed to go to Nakuru to shoot part of it. So when I do his video, I'm gonna like kind of make it like look like this. Well, it won't look exactly like this, but I'm gonna make it. When you see it, you'll know that it looks like a movie. You'll feel like it looks like a movie.
handwriting.
Yeah. So and then with the credits and stuff, I just thought that would be cool to add to that.
It's funny.
Yeah, and just and also to give the people who did a commercial like their credits and stuff, because you never really see credits in a commercial.
No.
So I thought that would be cool. So that's why I did it like that.
Okay. So did you ever choose to marry the music and the production? So when you produce something, do you put your voice in it so it become a musical score? How did that start?
Yeah, I do that because it saves me money. Like, so I can use my
Really
own.
Mkikuyu. Low key, this one is from the mountain.
I mean, I do like to say, people can say I'm cheap or whatever. I like to say I'm frugal, but I'm not just giving away money because like, I don't know how it is in here in Kenya, but I grew up poor in America, like for real poor. Like poor as in like, we used to be on welfare, free lunch, but I mean, really everybody gets free lunch in school, but I was poor, like poor. Like y'all think poor is, y'all's poor is like, oh, I didn't make it in Nairobi, I can go home to my village. That might be poor to y'all. In America, if you there is no village to go back to because we don't own land, we don't own nothing in America. So if you poor, you like poor, like you don't have money for nothing, and if you ain't rich, then it's difficult because everything is expensive in America. So like y'all might think like a lot of money is, yeah, it's good here, but in America, like $2,000, that's like rent. That's like what 215,000 Kenyan shilling, but that's like your rent for like a 1-2 bedroom apartment in America.
What?
Yeah,
A month?
a month, every month. And then you got car note. Anyways, I'm getting off track, but I'm just saying it's expensive.
It sounds expensive.
But yes, I mix my music. I use my music, so I'll produce music for like a show, like with this Toonsy. I'm gonna use my own music. I have some other people that I can use. I'm gonna use their music with too, but I mainly use mine because again, it saves me money on the score, and I ain't got the stuff that I'm producing is all coming out of my pocket right now, unless Netflix and Amazon actually pick it up, because companies always be like, oh yeah, we want to pick it up, until I don't believe that until I got the contract and I got the money. Like, cause you ain't telling, people can say stuff all day long. It ain't real until I got it. So I'm not, that's another thing. Artists, like, if you're not getting paid, then just it's not real until you getting paid. That's the way I see it. So don't take people's word for stuff. Like once you have it in writing, and then also once you get the money, then that's where they can't take it back. Then that's when it's real, in my opinion.
Knowledge is out of
experience. Yeah, but I try to learn from other people because I don't like making the same mistakes that people have made before me, because it just seems dumb to me, like making mistakes that could have been avoided. So I try to like do my due diligence before I do stuff. So even like, okay, prime example. So the first time I ever came to Kenya, like, I thought, I was like, okay, I'm not from this place. I don't know anybody, so if I need to ask for directions or something, I know how dudes are around the world. Most dudes are trying to run game on you, trying to get over on you. So I have an accent, they might think, oh, I can probably get some money from this dude, and whatever kind of way. So what I do is, whenever I go somewhere, I always ask a woman, usually an older woman, because usually older women ain't really trying to scam you, or they just trying to, because they might look at you like
my son.
Yeah, exactly. So I always try to ask a older lady like for help or directions or something. So I'm just like that. I try to use that kind of thinking to like with business and everything. So I try to figure out, or I'll ask somebody who's done something that I'm trying to do. Like, all right, what did you do? How did you mess up? Or how did you do well? That kind of stuff. Because I just don't like making mistakes that can, I mean, obviously I've made a lot of mistakes, but things that can be avoided, I try to avoid those.
All right, so if someone is watching, as we come to a conclusion, if someone is watching you out there, maybe they're an artist or something, but they want to collaborate or have you produce something for them, how can they reach out?
Just hit me up on all social media. I'm KOJO Forever, like any TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Fanbase. Y'all should check out Fanbase. This is a Black-owned social media platform, and you can make money off of that thing too.
Really?
But yeah, and you don't have to pay nothing. It's just like TikTok or Instagram, but Fanbase. And like I said, you know the singer Isaac Hayes back in the day, that R&B. His son created Fanbase.
Wow.
Yep. But yeah, but I love Fanbase. But anyways, but yeah, they just hit me up on KOJO Forever, KOJO the number 4 EVA, all social media.
All right.
Yep.
So, what would you like to tell the people before we wrap this up?
Thanks, Kenya, for having me. Appreciate y'all letting me in y'all's country, especially the government. I love Kenyan government.
We love it too. Yes, we love the government also. Yeah.
No, everybody hates their government.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm
we
just
love
saying.
our government.
I'm just saying, but like, y'all if y'all don't just look at American government right now. They literally trying to bring back like slavery and stuff. I'm not even joking. But anyways, I love the Kenyan people. Y'all's weather is wonderful. Y'all have beautiful people, beautiful women. Y'all good music. Like it's like beaches. I love all of it. So I love Kenya.
What's your favorite food? Kenyan food.
You're gonna say this isn't a real food, but I like samosas. But I do also like I eat ugali too.
By force, because it's must.
Not by force. I eat it. Well, I don't eat it that often, but I eat it when it's around. And I eat ugali. I don't really like beef, but I eat it with like chicken and stuff.
Okay.
And also the fish with I don't really, like in America we don't really eat fish with bones, but I like I learned how to take it off the bone because like I was scared I was gonna kill myself by eating it. So.
Stephanie comes from, my co-host comes from a place where they eat fish, basically breakfast, we large.
Oh, so you come from the coast?
Yeah, there's the coast, and then there's the lakeside.
Oh,
The
okay.
lakeside is where they do fish a lot, and it's an actual talent eating fish. I've actually once eaten fish before in front of someone from the lakeside, and I got an earful. That's not how you eat fish. Hey, sorry. So it's an art to it. So
I like
don't worry.
fishing too.
Yeah. Really?
I'm from the country or village. I'm from there. Yeah.
Okay, this is a very random question before we go. Where is the bayou?
Oh, that's in Louisiana. That's in like you know Texas.
Yeah.
Like all right, so Texas is here and Louisiana is like right here.
Okay.
But that's the bayou. But those people now, okay, the bayou, people, everybody's scared. Okay, we don't really practice or like talk about voodoo in America, but everybody knows you don't mess with a person from Louisiana because they might hex you or something.
Wakisi! Hey! Amani Wakamba!
Where like Lil Wayne is from, like
No!
that's where he's from. Like people are terrified when people from the bayou, because like I don't believe in voodoo, but people in America believe in voodoo. Like so they'll be like, if it's a person from Louisiana, you're not gonna really bother them because just in case it might work.
You don't want to try.
Yeah,
you don't want to be the first one to find
Somebody
out.
might cut the chicken's neck and put the blood in you. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. Hey, okay. Let's not continue because I'm going to come for some people's Nisawa hashtag Esther's Day.
Somebody told me Kamba people be doing that though.
Now Wakisi, what Wakisi? Come on now, Alombo.
I know how to say some stuff in Kamba too.
Say something.
Matindada, Nessa, Wio.
Okay, amejaribu. Yes, he has tried. Grace, I don't know where you are right now, but you should be hearing this. We'll record him and then we'll send it to you. Okay? Yes. Do you know any other language?
No, I know a little
words?
Spanish. I know like Spanish a little bit, un poquito, but not for real. But in America, you kind of have to know a little bit of Spanish, especially if you live in like Texas or Florida or something like that, because there's a lot of Spanish people down there.
So you're not evenly spread out. Every state has its own kind of demographic where this ethnicity is a little bit heavier here than.
Well, America is majority white, so they're everywhere. But like us, black people, and like other like Asian people are typically only in like California or maybe small parts of New York. They really not. I mean, they spread out other places, but not a lot. There's like 2% of Asian people in America. Spanish people are they have a bigger population than us now. Mm-hmm. So they're like maybe what 35%, something like that. Anyways, there's a little bit more than, but they're only in like maybe New York, California, Texas, Florida. That's the main places where they are, and that's basically where we are too in the South. But we mainly in the South because that's where we were during slavery, and we never really like migrated. So we're mainly just in separate. But white people are everywhere. But there are in places where there's like where it's only us because those are neighborhoods that they forced us into. So like that's pretty much how it is in America though.
It's like we're not finishing this conversation, guys. Okay, fine. I'm sorry. It's just very, very interesting to listen to. I told you when we started the conversation, he lives very intentionally and he has lived also. So
Yeah,
it's very your content is very rich, and it's like you're not done yet. Oh wow, you just got started.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't just get started, but I got a lot more stuff to do. Like I said, I'm trying to get to all 56 African countries, so I want to get to all of them.
Yeah. Now let's just go. What I mean in the Kumongolesha I said we are going to continue the conversation. Please go to his social media platforms and then go to ours as well at Y254 on everything, especially Pale FB. Okay, hashtag is Thursday Vibes. Now I'm gonna allow my wonderful, gorgeous looking. If you did not watch the introduction, so that means you don't know what Stephanie is looking like. She's looking beautiful, my guys. You're not even ready for her. So let me just pave the way for Auntie to come through. Okay, at Stephanie Yeta on everything. We're going to leave you with this last video so you can see what you're buying when you ask for KOJO Forever Productions.
It's TT, you know.
Hey, what's wrong, huh? You look like you've lost your last shilling.